Yeah. All right, hey, let's get started. So this is what we're going to do. So today we have some pretty good stuff's going here, okay? Some good stuff's going here. So right now, Vim APM is just real bare bones. We have a bunch of motions, not all the motions, but we have a bunch of motions we're tracking. We have some unit tests, just the hard parts. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much for that. Delicious brand new Twitch Prime Kickness. So we have a lot of stuff. But right now, our setup function does the setting up, but we don't have like a good way to undo the setup. Second off, right here, our calculator, our monitor, and our reporter just run, regardless of what's being passed in. We have like really simple things going in. And so I'd like to kind of, I would like to allow for a more expressive way to find these things, to be able to allow for different strategies. I'd like kind of really think about it from more of a holistic point. So that way, when we do, when we move on, you know, it's just a bit more robust. Does that make sense? Hey, thank you, Booyah. Appreciate that. Does that make sense? I think so. So the first thing I want to do is I want to kind of rip these things out, kind of then we're going to get the calculator a bit better, get some more events in, really just make Vim APM into what I want Vim APM to be.
I love you.
Does that make sense? Because right now it's just a couple keys. Like, we're just tracking some motions. We're not doing, like, time to insert mode. We're not doing words per minute during insert mode. We're not doing really, like, any sort of meaningful motion calculation, meaning that if you just go J, it counts each one of those as one whole ass action, which it really shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, 9J should be counted as, like, that should be a heavier weighted action. 9 individual Js should be a significantly smaller action. Does that make sense? Like, overall, it should actually morph the last so many. Hey, Stannis, I appreciate that. So as you do anything more, so what I'm thinking is that anytime you do 3 Js or 3 Ks, that is like as good as you can do. But if you do beyond that, it actually starts shrinking the value, right? And so your actual meaningfulness of your action goes down. Does that make sense? Because, you know, the thing is that, like, if I'm right here and I wanted to go up, of course I could just go K, 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 right? Whatever. Like, that's fine. I mean, I'd prefer to just go opening parenthesis up. That makes way more sense to go opening parenthesis up or opening parenthesis down. But you could also just, you know, like, sometimes a couple Ks and couple Js are fine. It's when you do too many, right? When you're going, like, that's dumb. That should just slow it down. I know. I knew that once I said 3 Ks, somebody's going to do that and be like, just shut up, okay? 3 is just a reasonable amount of jumping upward, okay? Girls trip back on. It's not back on. That was a brace, not a parenthesis. Whatever. Shut up. Oh, no. Oh, no. My favorite streamer did something bad. All right, anyways. So, perfect. Okay, so we have all this. No, this is not a Vim tutorial. This is for people who like Vim. Arrow keys should count for negative. I'm not counting arrow keys.
I love you.
Okay? You get nothing for arrow keys.
Welcome to Costco.
Does that make sense?
You.
Hey, thank you very much for the 3 months in a row, Z Snails. I appreciate that. Let's go. I feel like there was just 2 of them. Wasn't there just 2 of them? Did I just miss? Am I crazy? Okay, maybe not. Hey, thank you. Stage. Appreciate that. All right. So now that we kind of have like the intro, I want to create the good local experience, because once we know what we want locally, then we can create like the data storage and all that. I don't want to get into like the data storage and everything before local. Does that make sense? I'm crazy. I'm feeling a little crazy. Whatever. Shut up. Does that make sense? Because I want to know exactly what I'm going for first. Because I don't really actually know all the things we want to do.
I love you.
I don't know how much calculations we really want to do. You know what I mean? So I want to create the local experience first. Do you keep track of the APMs after Vim is closed? So that would be part of the local, like the local ass experience. Not invested in Holy Wars. Not invested in Holy Wars. That's good. Don't invest yourself in those. But you did literally. Hey, dude. Hey guys. I'm not interested in Holy Wars. But but a room full of nerds, if you guys were to do low-level programming, would you choose C, Zig, Go, or Rust? Please, fight amongst yourselves. Please. Please, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in having... I am not interested in programming Holy Wars. That is why I choose 4-space indents.
I love you.
Somebody's emotions are going to get hurt here. Somebody's emotions are going to get hurt here, okay? Somebody is going to feel real naughty here. All right, Nightshade, get him back out. Come on, let him out. Let him out. Let him out. I'm seeing no one dispute me. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. You guys are free. Man of the people right here. Holy 3Ks, 4 indents, $5 a month. That's right. And people are going to get real hot about that. Thank you very much, K Talpa. Appreciate the 500 biddies. Anyways, let's go on. Okay, so now that we've sufficiently pissed off Twitter, we've had a great time here. Hype train's done. Let's get started. Okay, so where do I want to go with this? So I really want to think about my setup function right here, and I would really like to figure out how do I unlisten to auto command groups, because obviously I have this little command right here, these little Vim group IDs going on right here. I also have this right here, this on key, which is kind of interesting because, you know what I mean? So what I'm thinking is that I should probably maybe create this into something that's kind of more like a little utility class that I can kind of just grab out and turn on and off. And if I turn it off, it can unlisten to stuff. And then also on the on key, it'll just be able to ignore it, because right now I can't even ignore it. Like, I don't know how to like turn this thing off, right? It doesn't look like on key has much for... Oh, it does. Look at that namespace. Look at this. Will not be cleared by... Okay, so apparently... okay, so what's the point of the namespace ID? With the namespace, you as a listener to the to every function will not be cleared.
Vertically. The more line breaks, the more levels of indentation you should consider it.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
A little Fibonacci or something like that. Thank you, Zaberino. I appreciate that. Let's go. Wait, I thought we were done with the hype train. Are we not done with the hype train? Are we somehow effing still on the hype train? Well, slap my ass and call me Shirley. I thought we were done. Well, thank you very much.
I love you.
Appreciate that. Zaberini. Thank you very much. And Ryan Winchester, I agree with everything. Fibonacci is the only correct progression. I agree with that. Oh, Shirley. Blue hair, blue hair, blue hair. No, nobody, we're not doing blue hair. Okay, so we're in a good spot. So I'm going to just take all this stuff out, and I'm going to call this thing... what are we going to call this thing? We're going to call these things actions, okay? These are just like the little actions that we had, okay? Actions, just a nice little simple file. Nothing really going on here, okay? I appreciate that. I appreciate that, people. What are you guys doing? Why are you guys doing this to me? So we're going to have our stuff all lined up right there. Hey, thank you very much, Francesardo and Shop3 with the brand new Twitch Prime. Let's go. Nice to meet you, Shirley. Oh, baby, call me Shirley. Thank you, Med, for the 100 biddies. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Oh, my goodness. You guys make me so hot and bothered sometimes. All right. So there we go. So we have a nice function in here. Let's have a nice class. APM actions, right? So I'm just going to have a really simple one. I don't really know field enabled. All right, enabled equals Boolean. Yeah, that seems about right. And so now we're going to go into here. We're going to have local actions equals this. APM actions, fill it in for me. Thank you, Copilot. Now, that's a good thing for Copilot right there, okay? And so now we just got to have function APM new. Let's go. I like it. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen, Copilot, because I can't remember it. Let's go. Let's go. Function APM setup. Oh, my goodness. It's like it knows. It knows. It just knows. It just knows. Thank you very much again for all the sweetnesses. Thank you, Med. I appreciate that. Hey, Demando, appreciate ya. All right, so let's go up here and go local utils equals. Oh my goodness. Require Vim utils. Yeah, that guy. There we go. We got our utils in here. We also have monitor sizing. We also have this. I kind of feel like I want to move this little thing somewhere else. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this. I'm not really sure where I want to go with this. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. I don't really like wrapping native APIs. Does that make sense? I really don't like wrapping native APIs. Why monitor property is underlined? Oh, because it doesn't exist on this thing. All right. So I like what I have here. Do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Because the problem is I need to be able to, like, enable. I need to be able to disable. I want to be able to just, you know, turn things on and off. Does that make sense, right? I want to be able to enable, right? I want to be able to call enable, which self.enabled equals true. I want to be able to have disable or clear, maybe. And this would stop listening to stuff. Vim API dot and Vim clear, what is it? Clear namespace, nvim buff clear namespace. What is this one? Clears the namespace objects, highlight extends virtual text from a region. Okay, how do I stop listening to things? What are some namespace items? What are some namespace items here? Namespace. I need to be able to, like, get namespaces, create namespaces. How do I, like, turn off? How do I unlisten to events? I don't know how to unlisten to an event, honestly. I have no idea how to do that. Like, create auto command. Auto command. So how do I undo this? Sorry for the noob question. How do you distribute the CLI as you mentioned in your build? Can you repro them and build them locally? Yeah, we're going to be doing that. Right now we're going to be doing local. We're going to be doing local stuff. I have an interview in a week. Tips? Oh, get him, Tiger. It's the best thing you can do, really. ID, the ID of the auto command, exec auto commands. Nested, we don't want to do any nested. Is there anything about, what's this one? Ooh, that's the one I was looking for. Delete auto command, ID. Deletes an auto command by ID. Nice. Okay, so how do I delete the on key? Only deletes auto commands created via the API have an ID. Returned by this? Okay, hold on. I thought I provide the ID. Is there a return? Returns ID number. What the fudge? I thought I gave it an ID. Wait. What? This isn't the Reddit video, huh? Okay, this isn't the Reddit video, people. This is not the Reddit video. I want everybody to know we're not in the Reddit video. Okay, so, because I just want this to be, you know, I just want to make something nice. You know what I mean? Del auto command, right? Oh my goodness, auto methods? I should have command. Let's just try this. Utils. Let's try this, okay? I'm going to just see what happens here, okay? There we go. We're not going to do any extra commands, all this. Okay, so let's just see what happens here. So I'm going to go over here and take off that 6 down, take off that one, 6 down again. Let's go like here and let's go like this. Print mode changed. Okay, and then 7 down. Print key and go here and go key and 7 down. Resized. There we go. I have everything I want, so let's see what happens here. So let's jump back over here. These things, I need to do stuff with this. We just don't know what we're going to do with it yet. Does this make sense? Don't stop. I'm about to commit. Yeah. What a Reddit video. You just don't get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. All right, so we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot right now, because right now what we have going is that we have all of our auto commands moved. I can turn them on and off, and I'm very happy about that. Does that make sense? Like, I want that. Because I just want to be, I actually want this to be a nice project. You know what I mean? I actually want this to be a nice project. I'm trying to make this a nice project. Does that make sense? Because sometimes, you know, I think sometimes it's easy just to make something and then move on. But I actually want to, you know, I actually want to make this thing into something that's nice. You know what I mean? We got things to do. So right now I'm just going to call enable on this, right? We're not even going to do much to this thing. Does that make sense? Man, have you slept since last night? Of course, yeah, I slept quite nicely. What songs are you playing? Oh, dude, there's some good songs going on. We may have to go back through this playlist. I'm enjoying it, okay? You're a nice project. Oh, yeah. Hey, Warren Buffering, we are not playing World of Warcraft tonight. Wife's girl trip got canceled due to airplane
Welcome to Costco.
dying. Sorry,
I love you.
thank you. Prime, are you drinking? I know, sorry. We're going to have to do it like Wednesday or something. Are you drinking that special coffee? I'm not drinking any special coffee. Just regular ass coffee. Just ass coffee, honestly, tell you the truth. All right, so I have this thing. So if I shout this out. Here, hold on. I should also. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shout this thing out, and it didn't even run. Look at that. Vim APM index 29. Okay. Oh, I know why. I know why. Look at this. Return. There we go. Here, hold on. I'm gonna just let's do that. All right. Failed to connect. Oh yes, I don't have a server, so we can't connect. That's fine. That's fine. So now I should have all my keys being logged, right? So now if I go like this, if I go Lua require Vim APM dot actions disable. I should be able to. It did not disable. So whatever this did, that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. All right, so that means I'm going to have, okay, let's try something. I thought I was going to have, I mean, honestly, I thought this was going to be a little bit easier than it is, but that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a field and we're going to have IDs. Hey, thank you.
I love you.
Hey, thank you. It's a fact, you know, it's a fact of life. Let's go like this table. Oh, no. Local ID equals this.
I love you.
Mode changed. Hold on. I'll say thank you just 1 second. Table insert. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. That right there. Does this thing? What is return key? On key. Does that return anything out? It doesn't seem to return anything out. Let's also pass in utils dot namespace group ID. I think that's going to be helpful. And local. Let's see. What is this? Resize. Oh my goodness. Size ID. We got a stroke, people. What is this? We're going to insert that one. 4 IDs, pairs, del auto command. Okay. I still am a little bit curious, a little Betsy querious here on this one. We're going to shout it out. We can't connect to the server. Absolutely. Wait, there was a second error there. Did you see that? Expected table but got nil. Actions 48. Okay, actions 48. All right, there we go. Connection refused, which is what we expect. So there we go. So you can see it going J and K's and all that. So now if I Lua and I turn it off, mother French fry. Oh, but look at that. Some of the auto commands aren't there. Do you see that? Some of the auto commands aren't there. So I guess we're doing that again. Here, hold on. So you can see that, but I can see. See, look at that. We got a mode changed. Hold on. Do we have a mode change? Oh my goodness, I can't get out of it. I can't get out of it. So now, oh gosh. Okay. People, this is not going well. This is not going well. This is not going the place I wanted it to go. Self.IDs equals a new array. Forgot to do that. Okay, this is not going well. I can't even quit Vim. I literally cannot quit Vim. Okay. Can't connect to the server, right? Because there's no server going on. That's perfectly fine. So J's and K's are there. I's are locked in mode changed. So if I go Lua, hit him with the disabled, that means I should be able to hit it. Yep, look at that. It doesn't come out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I think that's super annoying. Guys. All right, so if I enable it, I should now see resized. I see resized. I see resized. Let's go. Let's go. And if I disable it, what did I do wrong here? Failed to delete auto command. Actions, line 21. Okay, what? Okay, I can't quit. Boys, I can't quit. Okay, 21. I wonder about this. When you delete auto commands, can you not reuse a group ID? Do you think you can't reuse a group ID once you delete auto commands? Is that possible? Does working with Vim involve working on config? I never touch configs. I'm programming Vim at this point.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Thank you, Moodikins. Did you lose a reference to it? No. Interesting. I literally can't lose a reference to it. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that I don't know how to delete on key. I can't seem to delete this one from running. That may be like a TJ question at some point. So I'm just going to do a quick like self enabled, right? If enabled is false, then I'm just going to return, right? To do talk to TJ question mark. And then second, I'm a little bit worried about this. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit worried about that. What's going on there? When I delete it, why can't I reuse the Vim group? Does that make sense?
Welcome
like, why
to
can't I do
Costco.
that? Which tells me
you.
that maybe I need to, when you delete an auto command by group ID, do I have to like recreate a new group ID? I don't really know. Raphael, thank you. Vim, yes, there is. Do you ever go back and forth? Yes, I do. I do search them up. I do. Hey, thank you, Raphael. I appreciate that. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Let's see what I'm going to p-call this. I'm going to try p-calling it and see what happens, okay? So we're going to p-call that bad boy. I'm going to reopen up Vim, go here. I'm going to shout this out. It's going to fail to connect to the server, of course. And then we're going to have all this stuff running, right? When I resize, you'll see it resized. And then I'm going to Lua disable. And you'll notice that now when I come out of there or when I do this, we no longer get it. And J's nothing's being reported. So that means when I Lua enable, now we see those things back. When I see this, I'm seeing resizing. When I go into command mode, I see it's back there. Okay, so we're back. So if I go Lua disable, now we don't have it anymore. Okay, this is good. This is good. Resizing, still working. J's and K's. Okay, so there we go. We have a little bit better of a constrained environment going on right now. Do you see what we got done here? I think that's pretty nice. I think that's pretty nice. We're more constrained now. Which means that I want to be able to take this now, and when I enable these actions, I need a way to be able to listen to functions. You know what I mean? I need a way to be able to listen to these functions. Like, I really do hate wrapping. I really do hate wrapping native functions like this. It's really annoying to do that because then all you do is you create a new API on top of APIs, but I want to be able to have a really clean way to take things on and off. Right? It just bothers me. It just bothers me when I can't. You know, he hates wrapping. Yeah, I do. Wrap false. Developers. So I have two ways I can do this. I can either listen for commands. That's the first one. Or B, I can use the event bus to shoot them around, which I don't know how I feel about the event bus. Does that make sense? Del a group by ID. To get a group ID, one can use this, behaviors. Let's see, when deleting a group, auto commands contained in this group will also be deleted and cleared. This group will no longer exist. Okay, so I'll have to recreate this. So, okay, delete auto, okay, so this actually could be good. This could actually be good. Okay, so I like that. So check this out. This is what we're gonna do. I like what you just did there. I'm gonna go like this, function. Yeah. Let's go like this.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Yep, here, I'm gonna do it like that. I just... Dude, Copilot just effed that up, man. Copilot just be effing that up. So that way I can always just have one that's... What was the thing called? It was called Del Auto... Del group by ID. This one. Well, there we go. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. So now I'm always grabbing these things out. So whenever I delete something, everything gets deleted. And then I have to recreate it. I'm happy about that, right? It's a little bit of a, you know, it's a little bit interesting, but I don't know how I feel about all this program. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about all this programming. I almost feel like it's too complex. I feel like I'm going the wrong direction on this, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. To disable on key, NSID is returned from the function. Can't I use the NSID that I provide into it? I assume I can, because, well, on key, I didn't think returned anything. So, okay, so I assume I can just use the one that's already provided. All right, so let's just start here, and what I'm gonna do, let me try also, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't see why I shouldn't have to keep track of two different IDs. I shouldn't provide an ID and then have to, like, do this other stupid ID thing, right? Nvim, let's see. Utils dot delete group ID. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So there is one part that's going to be difficult is I also have to think about is that I thought I had one in... Oh, never mind. I don't have one anywhere. Okay, there we go. So this is looking good. I think this is looking good. So we're looking good. Everything's looking good. I think everything's looking good. Let's get back those print statements again. Let's get rid of that just to prove that this is actually working. All right, so there we go. So let's try this out just to see what happens. Okay, can't connect to the server. Correct. Yep, that's what I expect. All right, so there we go. So we see them working, resizing. totally working. Into command mode, out of command mode working. Lua, disable. We're still getting the J's and K's. We're not getting any resizing. Not getting any events. So I'm still not getting the J's and K's cleared out. Right? All right, we got the J's and K's are still there. Resizing is still there. Mode changes are there. So I'm still not getting. See? Do you see what I mean? I'm not getting it yet. All right. So let's try keeping track of this ID right here. Let's go like this. Local on key ID equals this. And let's go like this. Table.insert self IDs on key ID. And just for fun, I'll just go like this. Okay. All right, so there we go. So now I'm going to go Lua disable. Failed to delete auto command. Okay, yes, that's because it failed because I already deleted stuff. All right, so let's take out that one and that one. There we go. All right, shout it out. There we go. All right, there we go. Lua, disable. J and K are still there. The other ones aren't. Okay, so I don't really know what to do with J and K. I don't know how to delete it. I don't know how to delete it. Thank you, Pineapple Gong.
Welcome to Costco.
Appreciate that. Can you explain to me why Uber has 33,000 employees? Now, remember that Uber is not just simply an internet company. It's also a brick-and-mortar company. Brick-and-mortar companies scale disproportionately according to how big they get. They do not have the economy of scale when it comes... They suffer from economy of scale when it comes to increasing headcount. And so that's one of the problem is that every single city and every single state has all these rules and everything. So they have literally thousands of regulators probably going around getting paid some shit salary to go figure out all the rules and everything to make sure things are happening. Who gosh knows how many other weird amounts of employees they have just doing stuff, right? But okay, so this also that somehow makes even less sense. Delete by name, right? Because I'm already deleting by ID. This behavior differs from auto-delete. When deleting a group, auto commands contained within this group will also be deleted and cleared. This group no longer exists. Yes. So I'm already doing it. See, I'm deleting by name. I'm deleting by ID. Right? So, okay, hold on. I guess the only thing that, instead of deleting the auto commands, what happened if I go like this? Wait, what was the thing called? I can try doing that. I don't think that's gonna make much for frankincense, honestly. All right, there we go. Get out of here. All right. Yeah, see, I knew that would be like, hey, yo, there's no such group here, right? I kind of made up a group, right? It was an auto command group, it's an auto command, not a auto group. There we go. So that ain't working. So I'm gonna take a different approach here, people. Are you ready for my different approach? I'm going to yank this thing out. And when you create... When you create one of these...
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I probably... I actually am going to put a little... I'm going to talk to Tej on how to actually delete this. Right, because I'm not, I don't feel like I'm deleting this, and I think that will be bad long term if you turn it on and off. You know, you could get a bunch of listeners per keystroke, and that would suck. Cotton, thank you. So I'll come back to that. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend like this thing does work. Right, I am going to pretend like this thing does work. Yeah. Let's pretend like this thing does work. I'm going to delete that thing out. I'm going to have this whole if self.enabled equals false return. There we go. So we're going to do that. The rest I can just they'll just work. They'll just get deleted because they're getting deleted properly. So I don't need to do that. So that's good. Hey, thank you very much, Rochelle. I appreciate that. Let's go. Exactly. You only need the auto group ID when you create the auto commands at the beginning. Yeah, and delete the group. Exactly. So I'm deleting it by ID, but the problem is that on key is not being deleted despite me passing it in. Right? So I am passing in the group ID as the second parameter, the requirement to, but it's not actually doing anything. I don't really know. I don't know how to like really say, hey, you better get Vim off. Auto command, there we go. So like that should work, theoretically. Hold on just 1 second. I'll have to TJ this one. I'm okay with it. I'll have to figure it out later. Not a big deal. All right, so we'll have enabled, and we'll listen to these groups. But then I got to be careful about this one right here. So I'm going to just put in something right here that says, let's see, on key activated or called, right? And this is going to be a boolean, right? A boolean. On, oh my goodness. On key called. There we go. I'll just delete this when we get there. If self.onKeyCalled equals false. Yeah. Why does percent sign not work? There we go. Let's just prevent it from being problematic. Does that make sense? That way I don't make a bunch of them again. Put that right there. We'll do that. That should be good. That should help, don't you? Yeah, you gotta ask TJ. Dude, I had no idea what it is. Does that work? Felt that works? Nah. Really? Okay, I mean, hey, I'm willing to give it. I'm willing to give it another. Oh my goodness, oh gosh. I'm willing to give this one more shot here. We're just gonna. Here, I'm gonna keep all those things in there. 11 down. Do that. We're gonna do this one. Yeah. Nil. Okay, yeah. Vim on. Oh, it's Vim on key. Is it Vim on key? It is Vim on key. Okay, it is Vim on key. Okay, my bad. All right, so let's try this thing out. Let's just see what happens here. I like where this is going. So that means I don't technically need to be passing in this group in here. I'm gonna just unpass out this group, which I think this should just work. I think. Ooh, I'm gonna pass in the group because it freaks me out. You know what I mean? It freaks me out. So let's first go like this. I'm gonna put that right there. There we go. Take out this because we shouldn't need this. I mean, ideally we shouldn't need that. There we go. Okay, so connection refused. Perfect. There it is. Lua disabled. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't look like it's not doing what I thought. I thought you told me the truth, dog. Here, let's go like this. I thought we were friends, dog. Oh, not setting the value on self. Okay, my bad. Okay, you're right. Okay, you're right. Okay, you're right. My fault. You're dog, you're right. Dog, you're so good. You're so good. The fuck? Okay, let's just pretend like that was let's just pretend like that was an oopsie daisy, okay? We shouted out. We're looking good. All right, dog, you're so good. Dog, you're so good. You're so good right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go. This is the truest. It's the truest. So there we go. We got all that done. Nice. We don't need to talk to TJ. We don't need to do any of this. We don't need to do that. Oh yeah. Forget TJ. Never liked him anyways. Never liked the man. Now we got it. Okay, so how do we want to emit the events is really what we want to do. Enabled. Yeah. I'm going to keep enabled because I want to be able to keep those things all nicely. Let's see. It's really a partial. The working auto commands and disabling setup, right? All right, so how would we want to do... How do you remove a file with Harpoon? There's one way. You can call you can call remove programmatically. I just don't. You know what I mean? All right. All right, so how should we do this? What do you guys think? Event bus and just pipe out these kind of global commands? Or a listeners? I like the... I think I'm just going to go event busing on this one.
Welcome to Costco.
I think I got to go bussing
you.
on this one. Boys, we got to go bussing. Checkalicious, thank you very much. First one, I don't understand. I think we're just going to go... I think we're just going to go bussing on this one. You know what I mean? We're just APM bussing right now. You know what I mean? We're just bussing. Girl, we're just bussing. Let's go mode. We're bussing. We're just bussing right now. Feels so good. All right, so I do... Mode on key. I don't know if I actually like this. You know what I mean? I don't know if how I feel about this. You know what I mean? I don't know how I actually feel about this. This kind of makes me, honestly, this kind of makes me feel dirty, to tell you the truth. Okay, I actually kind of feel... I kind of feel dirty. You know what I mean?
Welcome
Have you
to
ever felt
Costco.
dirty?
I love you.
That's me right now. Okay, I'm feeling a little disgusting. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this, but at the same time, I really don't want to do it any other way. I think that's my big problem, is I don't know if I want to do it any other way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dalv, I appreciate that. Chat likes it dirty all the time. That post-bus clarity. Dude, I know. I'm having some post-bus clarity anyway. You can get a Kinesis discount. I believe they ship to Canada. Clean up on Isle of Neilvan. The problem is I just want a way to be able to control this so I don't leak out a bunch of stuff. I want to be able to just call clear, and it just, like, puts APM back in, like,
Welcome
a
to
nice
Costco.
state. So
I
that
love
way,
you.
as I'm doing local dev, I can just, you know what I mean? Make it nice. You know what I mean? That way, I want to be able to go like this. You know, I want to be able to go require... Oh my goodness. Vim APM, and then just call clear. Right? I want to be able to do that. I just want to be able to do that because I think that that is going to be just super important as the future goes forward. Right? So I need... I'll have to kind of have a couple things here. I need to, like, if there's a float, I need to be able to close down the float, right? Self dot monitor Dot. Do we have a toggle? We do have a toggle. Is there? Do I not just have a close? Hold on just 1 second. All right. Goofballs. All of them goofballs. I'm not putting. I'm not. Kids grunt. No. No one's getting in trouble. They're just doing simple fighting and all that. That's it. And I'm just like, hey guys, guys. I said I'm gonna do this because I just gotta get this thing. I just want to do it so effing bad. All right. So we have our clear. Toggle's interesting because I have to make sure that. Let's see. I need to figure out a way to like. The problem is I need a way to also just like close the window because right now I just have toggle. Right? I just have toggle, which is kind of. I kind of need like a close function, honestly. So if I do this, I can just. You know what I mean? Toggle is going to do that, so that way I can just ensure that that's true. There we go. So now I actually have a clear that goes through and it like clears out everything. Does that make sense? Like I just want to be able to just like delete everything. Yeah? Yeah? Glove 80? Glove 80's not as cool as Kinesis. Bonfire, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so this is good because now we got a clear. We got everything we kind of want. We have this like real thing going on here. So this is where I need to be able to set up and I need to be able to take in some ops, right? And this is where we're going to need to be able to do our param ops table and all that. Param ops. I'm going to call it APM options.
I love you.
Right? We don't even have that thing set up. Class APM options. Right? We got to do that. You know, we're going to have to figure this all out. I got to figure out what the hell is going to be going on here. She's code. Thank you. All right, so let's do that. CC, feature, event, bussin, and clear command. There we go. So now we're kind of in a, like APM's in a much better space now. You know what I mean? Like APM's actually in a pretty good space. I actually am really, really happy about that feat. Everybody just wants feat, I know. So now that we have that, the only thing I have left to do is see how it says none yet? It's because it's no longer able to listen to stuff. Because remember, everything is just like these little independent listeners. That means you can add in all of your own listeners if you want to. You want to do some extensions, we can do that. I really want to figure out a way to create a better extension system. We'll have to think about that so you can have your own calculator for local experience if you want to create your own calculator. I'm not really into my own calculator, but it'd be cool because maybe somebody wants to come up with a really nice calculator. You know what I mean? This plugin's bussin'. Oh, yeah. Better extension systems equals Emacs. I see that. I see that you wish to fight with your fists. Well, you want to fight with your face. I'll fight with the fists. All right. Hey. So calculator, it's trying to listen to motion right now, and motions are listening to what? Motions are waiting for feed key. Right? How do we want to do this? So when I do a setup, I like this idea. Not param here. All right, this may be a little bit dirty. So only, like, so if someone calls, it's kind of interesting because someone is going to have to call this multiple times. I wonder if I need to do something. Like, if you call it multiple times, I feel like I almost need to tear down everything. So I should go self.actions.enabled, right? So if it is enabled, then I need the self.actions.disabled, right? Tear it down. Self.actions enable, right? Tear everything down, reset everything back up. Yeah. And then I need to go, I need to be able to take, let's see, is there anything else I need to do? I kind of want to be able to have these little actions here. Should we also have it so that would, I feel like this is actually not a bad idea. APM bus, and this is, by the way, why global event buses suck. This is literally the exact reason why global event buses suck. Okay. Okay, this is precisely why they suck. Okay? This is precisely why they're the worst. So I guess I can go like this. Self.clear. Clear out anything that needs to be cleared out. Then I'm going to enable this action. You know what I mean? It's why, you know, it's why I tend not to want to do these. I need to do mode. Where the hell is mode? It's in actions. There we go. There we go. Not monitor. What the hell is the thing called? It's called monitor calc. Is it calc? What is it? Motions? What the hell's the thing called? How did I do motions before? How the hell did I ever even do motions? I honestly can't remember how I did motions here. APM. What the hell's APM? Is it really called APM? Okay. It is called APM. Handle mode change. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I know how this thing works. I know what I'm doing. 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 There we go. Copium. Pair programming with 1,200 people. Yeah. Old man forgetting things. I know. See, again, I don't love this. I don't love this, but I do love the fact that everything is very, very self-contained, and I can't, like, miss anything. I do like that actions is an enable-disable kind of situation, or enable-disable, and it just, like, wipes everything out. I like it. I think I'm going to rename disable to clear, just because, well, it makes no sense. I like clear everywhere. You know what I mean? Using an LSP, I'm not sure what that means. The Cnalogen? Maybe. So I think with this, requires 2 arguments, got 1. Yeah, but options... There is no method clear. Okay, so I done effed it up. I done effed that up. There is no method. Apparently, there's no method called clear, and I don't get to know anything. Wait, why is Vim APM having no method called clear? Isn't it right here? Isn't it like literally right here? Oh, I gotta restart it. There we go. Attempted to index actions. Init. Wait, hold on. Thank you for that. Hold on. What was that? I don't know why I didn't just show message. Vim APM init 33. Okay. Yeah? You know, people, just shut up, okay? Why is it making multiple connections? I know why. Kind of. You know, I just realized that the reporter, we're not clearing out the reporter because it's because I required and then required again. You know what I mean? Should I do something? You know, I could do something like this. At the tippity top. So I know. If we're in memory already, then we'll run, right? There you go. I only had one. There we go. So now I only have it happen right here. All right, so we're actually pretty far. Okay, so now the only thing I have left to do is think about how can I close down the reporter? Because right now, this is the reporter. We literally, so this is like a whole nother thing we got to think about is how do I make a strong, resilient TCP connection? So we're going to want our connection to be able to remain open. We're going to need to be able to have when messages come in, when we get disconnected, how do we reconnect? How do we accumulate messages so we're not just sending messages like wild, right? We kind of have to really we have to come up with like a nice little TCP connection wrapper. Does that make sense? Sounds like UDP. Sounds like you need to shut up. All right, working APM. I guess I don't even know if it's actually working APM. I haven't tested, though. Sad face. All right, you know, I should probably have tested before I said it's working. Shout out, yeah. Okay, I noticed that toggle monitor did not toggle my monitor. A little bit worried about that, Lua require Vim APM toggle. Toggle monitor close? Well, shoot. Okay. Okay, so my keys are not coming through. You can see my keys are not coming through. Keys are not coming through, people. So despite the fact that I am totally here. Okay, so I mean, it's going right there. Okay, good. Do you like that? Do you like how I can actually? There you go. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Everything closed down. See how nice that is? Isn't this making it a lot nicer? So why is this thing not? Why are we not emitting things? Handle mode changes. We still don't have mode changes. Why the hell am I not emitting things? Let's just see if I'm doing that, okay? We're emitting motion items, yet it's not working. Okay, so good. We know we got some stuff to do, okay? How's he calculate APM this complex? APM is extremely difficult, okay? You may not realize this, but it's extremely difficult. I know it sounds simple. You know, here's a good reason. Here's like a good rule of thumb. Anytime you're working with software and your mentality isn't, yeah, this is going to be hard. You should just realize that you haven't programmed enough. Right? You need to track. Real talk. Now, things can be simple. Simple does not mean it's not hard. Do you know what I mean? Simple, like APM's super simple. I track the amount of key presses coming in, and I create an APM based off of them. What's hard about that? Well, what happens if my key presses look like this coming in? Which ones are motions and which one aren't motions? Do you know what I mean? I have to create motions based on a stream of keys coming in over time. And then once I identify the different ways a motion can be created, which remember is going to be a number, potentially a command, number, and then ending, which is actually more like a motion or a or I slash TBP, right? Or motion. Like that's so we have to track that as our keys coming in. So we can tell when you're creating commands or motions or all that kind of stuff. And then there's some other things that also happened. You know, this is gonna be simple. No, simple's fine. Simple's APM is extremely simple. I'm just calculating how fast you're doing stuff in Vim. But it's not easy. That's all. I didn't come into it thinking this was gonna be easy. Okay, so we are emitting this. So emotional items are being. Ooh, I think I know what's happening here, people. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you effing ready for this, people? I do need a clear key. Error not implemented. I do want to clear. We need an enable, right? Because we have this whole enable thing going on. Let's go like this. There we go. Nailed it. First try. Easy, 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 easy. So we can go back down here and I should go like this. I should have
Welcome to Costco.
I should have calculator dot clear, right? I should start clearing out the calculator just so that way the calculator loses all of its state too. Does that make sense? It should be losing all of its state. And I should also have self.calculator enable, right? Does that make sense? So now do you see what we're doing? We're just making sure everything gets rehooked back up. Thank you, QBLLR. This is nice. I like where this is going. Okay, I really like the first song to this playlist. We're gonna play the first. This is like my favorite one from it. Q-baller. Hey, Q-baller. All right, so there we go. So that makes sense. So now let's go back to that calculator. Calculator. And how do we do this? Let's go like this. Yeah, I like that. Self dot key presses is 0. Self dot motion count is 0. Self dot start time is 0. Because right now we don't have anything. That's good. Good enough for me. All right, so what else do we have? We probably also have a monitor. We also have the float, which if I'm not mistaken, the float listens right here. Yeah? 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 Monitor, enable. There we go. We clear everything out. We enable everything. We then set up all the actions to route everything. We're looking good. Okay, so now connect. Cannot. Oh, dang it! Cannot do this one. Init 71. Okay, yes, we cannot. Oh, it's calculator. Why did I? Why are you buffering? The song was so good. Why are you doing that? All right, hold on. We got to redo this. All right, there we go. Sorry. The whole thing just got effed up. Okay, so there we go. So let's quit. Let's join back in. Let's shout it out. Connection refused. Correct, because we don't have a server up. There it is. Actions per minute going up. Look at that. It's okay. So remember, we have the world's simplest actions per minute. I literally take your very first motion that I see, and then I just calculate it over all time, right? So it's like not very impressive, right? So when I dap, got the motion, right? Nothing super impressive right now. Not impressive, but we're going to keep on going, okay? We're going to keep on keeping on. How big is this project so far? Not very big. It's just difficult to make sure everything is nicely done. Because when you have so many events you're listening to, if you screw it up as somebody types, every single keystroke becomes an error and it makes their Vim unusable and you literally can't exit Vim. So we can't do that. All right, feature. Let's see, all the connections working for Vim. Do you see this? We're still calculating out APM even while typing. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. So it's now more stable. So now we need to work on something a little bit different. Now it's time to work on the actual APM side of things because I want like a really nice APM calculating. And then we need to think about historical and what does historical data look like locally. Because once we nail down the story of local historical, we can do persistent historical.